Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel.
Hello, welcome.
And today we're going to talk about why there are so many expat or foreigners leaving the Philippines.
Now, they live in the Philippines or Dumaguete?
I guess it's the whole Philippines.
Why? Is this something you've been hearing a lot of recently?
Yeah, recently, yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, let's get started.
Before we get into your list, I would say one of the big problems with expats that come here and leave, because, like as you said, a lot of people have been leaving. I think it's because a lot of people come here because they watch YouTube, they've heard things from people or whatever, and they make rush decisions to come out here without really taking their time to understand more about the Philippines and the culture before they come here. I think a lot of people are guilty of rushing things, and so before we get into your list, I would certainly want to advise any person wishing to move to the Philippines to really be patient and get to know more about the country you're considering moving to. And obviously the first way you can do that is come here on a couple of shorter visits, so you can get a feel for the place, get a feel for the culture, the kind of food you can get here, how you get on with the people over here, just lots of things. So that's just the first very important bit of advice I give to any foreigner looking to come here to the Philippines to live. Be patient, come have a couple of visits, 2 or 3 visits. Take your time. Don't just pack everything up, sell everything. I'm moving to the Philippines for a new, better life. It may not be what you think it's going to be.
I'm actually shocked that there are some foreigners that make that decision. You know, there are some.
Well, again, I think YouTube is guilty of making people make these rash decisions because, you know, they often see people doing videos about how wonderful it is here and what a great life it is. And it's like people get excited, like, oh, I can't wait, I'm going there.
Yeah.
I'll take a chance, I'll sell everything, and never even been here in some cases.
Yeah, that's why in our channel, we tend to be honest with you guys, to share with you the negative and the positive about the Philippines, because I think that's very important, right?
There are negatives and positives, but your video today is more directed at the amount of expats that are actually leaving the Philippines right now.
Yeah, so anyways, you know, one of the reasons why foreigners are coming here to find a relationship with a Filipina, because they heard, you know, Filipina make good partners and all that. So some foreigners tend to get into relationship online from the States, and you know, they have LDR maybe for months or a year, and then when they come here in the Philippines, they find out that there are some personality that they don't like to each other, like, you know.
By the way, Filipinos make wonderful partners, honey.
You agree?
They do. If you find the right one, like
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, so when they come here in the Philippines, they realize that this Filipina is not right for them, so they have, you know, relationship problem.
Probably one of the most common reasons,
Yeah.
as you said, is relationships. They come with expectations. This relationship's going to be incredible, what they wanted, and find out that it's nothing like what they were expecting. Relationship breaks up, they're stuck out here. What do I do now? Maybe they're heartbroken. No desire to start the search process again from here, so they go home.
Yeah, because sometimes breakup can, you know, take time, right, to heal. So, you know, they tend to left the Philippines and find a new place or go back to their country. So that's the common reason why foreigners left the Philippines, because of a relationship problem. So second, we have extended families. Yeah, this is very common too, you know, like, because
I'm not aware of this. I know this is your list and I'm chiming in a little bit, but extended families are a cause for expats to leave?
Yeah.
Okay, give an example.
Like, you know, foreigners, they're not in your culture. It's not really like, you know, you're not very family oriented, and Filipinas are. So there are some Filipinas family that have expectation when they get married or being in a relationship with foreigner. Their family expect them to expect him to support the family. Like,
Well,
it's very common.
we've talked about that on many videos actually, and what's important is to make sure you understand each other before you move over here and get into a relationship. Make it very clear of what's expected and what's not expected.
Yeah, and there are some Filipinas would pressure their partner, lead into a relationship problem, and the foreigner is not willing to do that. I understand that. That's.
I'm thinking that your first on this relationship problems kind of goes in with this because you probably have a situation where you know, maybe they have an online relationship and everything's great, and maybe they've even discussed it, and maybe the girl hasn't been completely honest about her expectations. So they come over here, and once they're all set up, now she starts trying to push him to take care of extended family, and he doesn't want to, which leads to relationship problems, which leads to expat leaving. Right?
Yeah, that's right. So, anyways, the next one would be the driving. They don't feel safe driving in the Philippines.
So you think expats are leaving the Philippines because of driving?
Yeah, there are some expats.
If I was going to leave the Philippines, that's why I would leave.
That's exactly my point, right? Yeah,
actually no, it'd be more than that, but that does drive me nuts anyway.
Yeah, that's driving foreigners nuts, especially to Magere, that there's no, like, you know, traffic lights and all that.
Well, not where we're at, but I think in some of the bigger cities, it's not so bad.
Not so bad, but the traffic too. That's driving them crazy. So, you know, especially foreigners that have no patience when it comes to that. So that's one of the reason. Yeah. So, anyways, the next one would be no steady income. Like, you know, there's some foreigners thinks that Philippines is a cheap country. Like, it's you know, they think it's not that expensive, and then when they get here, you know, like, there are some foreigners that they think they could live for this specific amount, but when they get here, money would go quickly, right?
Look, you're right. There are some foreigners that come out here expecting to live off a really ridiculously low budget and thinking they could be comfortable, and in reality that's not really the case.
Yeah, Philippines, I mean, it's cheaper compared to the US, but if you don't know how to budget your money, it would go quickly. So if you don't have a steady income, like, you know, like but because of you have a business, you still, you know, still manage to get, you know, income.
Yeah. Well, it's important, very important to know that you can support yourself monthly without any worries. Otherwise, that will be cause to want to leave if you can't live within your means.
And you cannot find work here in the Philippines, so it would just like nothing, right? That's why most Filipino go abroad to find work, because they don't get enough salary here. Like you can do teaching online, but it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be difficult, right?
There's always some options online, but again, why? Well, if you're coming here to work, I'm not sure if that's a good reason. I mean, might as well stay in your own country and get a better paying job and save up some money, then come here, or wait till retirement. I don't know.
Anyways, next one. This is very common, like especially for people that have like, you know, health problem, medical concern, right? Like we talk about this from our previous videos, that, you know, if you have like health problem, it would be better for you not to come here in the Philippines, because you will end up leaving anyway.
Well, possibly. It is a good reason, and it's one of the reasons I'm sure that expats do leave when they come over here and have medical issues and realize it's not as good of care that they're going to get back home. It might cause them to think, no, I can't deal with this. But that can also be foreigners that don't have any insurance in the US and can't afford the medical care. And even though the medical care is not as good over here, it is a lot cheaper.
Yeah, true.
So there's that to consider too.
Yeah.
But that's not the topic of conversation today. So yeah, I agree. Medical can be one of the reasons expats are leaving the Philippines.
Yeah. Especially elderly, like, they are...
Like me.
Oh, I don't want to say that.
I can sense it.
Like, they have more problem. Yeah, so anyways. The next one, like the foreigners that have no patience, right? Like they don't have patience. Like Philippines, like works very different compared to the US or other country. Like here it's usually takes a long time. Do you agree?
You need patience, for sure.
Yeah.
And you're right, a lot of expats just can't adjust and end up leaving.
Yep. Especially like, I can see like when a foreigner go to the grocery store and they're getting usually very long line, and I can see their face looks like, looks impatient. So some people have a trouble with that, so they end up leaving the Philippines. Yeah. So next is the food. Like there are some foreigners used to have really good variety, like you said in the States, right? You have really good quality and all that.
Like in restaurants or as in supermarket?
Like supermarket, like even in a restaurant, sometimes here, like you go in a restaurant, when you compared it to your country, like it's not as good as there.
No.
So,
if you can live off chicken, pork, and bony fish, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. But like if you expect to come here in the Philippines and have a good like beef steak,
Forget it.
Like, I mean,
Although
when last time we had a steak?
Well, we haven't. At a restaurant once.
A long
2-3 years ago. But no, you can't go to supermarkets and buy a decent steak. Some of the places like Belcrest, you can go and get some, which is a place with imported foods and stuff. They'll have frozen steaks, which are very, very expensive.
Very. If you compare the steak in the States in here, it's very expensive here.
You know what, honey, I don't even know what it costs. It's been so many years since I've been there. I
But
can't
it's
I can't
very
tell
expensive,
you. It used to be
like-
cheap.
Oh, but yeah.
Well, now I'm sure I'm sure we'll get comments about how insanely expensive a steak is now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really have no idea what it is.
But I think one of the reasons why the steak here is very expensive because it's just not much of beef here. Like, no. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons why foreigners leaving, because they cannot have a good food or good quality of food. And if you go to grocery store, sometimes like there are some items that you cannot find it out of stock, especially if you live in a small city like Dumaguete, right? Yeah, so anyways, next would be, this is the last one, like foreigners just don't like the Philippines, or they are having trouble to adjust the culture. Do you agree?
Well, that goes back to how I opened today's conversation, where people need to really do their due diligence and learn about the country they're planning on moving to first, and then go visit the country for some shorter visits, and not make that big rush decision to move out here. It's I can't stress how important that is.
Yeah, I would always, we have met some people that actually sell everything and all that.
That's insane.
How could they do that? That's gonna be...
Even some people that have come over for a vacation, they may come here for 2 weeks and they're like, no, okay, I've been there, so I think I can deal with it. But you can't know what it's like to live in the Philippines after 2 weeks.
Don't trust the videos or pictures.
No, you need some, when I say come for visits, I don't mean 2 weeks. I mean, come for like 3 months, 6 months or whatever. Come, but don't commit to making Philippines your home.
Yeah.
As you'll just be another one of these expats that are leaving the Philippines, which as my wife said, there's, reason this is a popular topic right now, because there's just a lot of expats that are leaving. Oh, why are they all leaving?
Yeah.
I think also, honey, it's, after that pandemic we had, the COVID stuff, when everyone was locked, I think everyone was so desperate to get out. A lot of people have been watching things like YouTube and dreaming of coming to the Philippines. So once we finally got set free and we could travel again, there was a mass rush of people that came out here. You know that. I mean, there was a lot of people that just came out here thinking that this is going to work. They could come out and live, and there was just a rush of people after the pandemic. And I think that after a while, a lot of those people have suddenly realized that, wow, this isn't quite what I was expecting, or they can't adjust. Like some of the things you've been talking about today on your list.
During the COVID, there's actually a lot of people becoming a YouTuber, and they get into online too because they cannot go out or something. So they're stuck watching YouTube and all that.
And they get caught up in the fantasies of watching stuff,
Yeah.
you know, on YouTube and everything, and leading to sometimes those rash decisions.
Yeah.
So
Anyways,
just be patient. Be
Yep.
patient. Take your time. Even with a relationship, can I add? Because as you said, that was at the beginning of your list, the biggest reason expats end up leaving the Philippines is because of failed relationships or whatever. So if you're in an online relationship and you come over to meet your girl for the first time, don't plan on that, you know, because you've been in a relationship for a year or two online, you think you're going to come in, everything's going to be good. You still need to plan a couple of trips to spend time in person with the girl, find out what her expectations really are, see how you get on living with each other, and don't commit to it. I know it's difficult. I know we always want everything now.
Yeah.
But if you want it to work and you want it to last, right, then be patient. Take your time.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, you know, don't rush. Even getting into a relationship, don't rush. I agree. So, anyways, we want to keep this video short. Thank you for.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be back. We haven't been doing much lately
Oh yeah, we
due
have.
to many reasons which we don't really want to go into.
Yeah, but yeah, we're ready to make constant videos again. Consistent making videos again.
Yeah, I'm not sure when this video will be out, but look out for some videos from Thailand.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be traveling there
First time.
soon. Yeah,
Yeah,
a couple of days.
family of four. That's gonna be exciting. So we're gonna be documenting our whole trip, like day first till we come back home.
Maybe you'll like Thailand. Maybe you'll want to become an expat in Thailand.
Leia leaving the Philippines. Anyways, thank you guys for watching till the end, and we'll see you in our next video.
God bless everybody.
God bless. Bye.